नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सकगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सकगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरा परम कृष्णा सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम। Hare Krishna. By the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita. We have successfully finished 32 slokas in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Viswarupa. So now Arjuna is asking Krishna about who he is. Who are you? I want to know about you because I don't know what your mission is. Akyagi me ko bhavan ugra rupo, who fears of form, ugra rupo. Akyagi me ko bhavan ugra rupo, namostu te deva vara prasida. Vijnatum ichchami bhavantam nahi prajanami tava pravrittim. So Arjuna wants to know about Krishna, who you are. I want to know about you because I don't know about you. Nahi prajanami tava pravrittim. I don't know what your mission is. So Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, he came here to, already he told Arjuna in the 4th chapter itself, he told Krishna very clearly about his mission. Why Krishna come here? Why Krishna comes here? We know it very well. In the 4th chapter, sloka number 7 and 8, it's very, very clear. Yada yada ki dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So Krishna comes here to establish the principles of Bhagavad Gita, principles of dharma, righteousness. Now we all have duty, very important duty to serve Krishna, that is to spread Krishna's message everywhere. That's what is very important for us. It's a very important duty, very important service. Service to the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. This is a very, very important service because Krishna himself, he came here to give this knowledge to us. And this knowledge is with us. We are very fortunate that we have this knowledge with us and we are able to understand about ourselves with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So now it's a very important service to Krishna, as I just said, that we need to just go and give this knowledge to everyone, deliver this knowledge to everyone. So first of all, we ourselves should get this knowledge completely. As Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, we should understand it fully. Everything, whatever Krishna said, everything we should understand completely. So this is the opportunity. We are in this class every day, we are studying and understanding about Bhagavad Gita. And we are understanding in depth each and every sloka. We are understanding completely. As Krishna often says in Bhagavad Gita, Ase Satagam. Ase Satagam means fully, completely. So like that, we are able to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita fully. And all our questions are answered. With this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, all our questions are completely answered. So we don't have any questions. If we study and understand Bhagavad Gita fully, we will not get any questions. There are no questions unanswered in this Bhagavad Gita. Every question is fully answered. We just have to study and understand. We just need to know in which shloka Krishna is giving the answer. That's what we need to know. That way, Krishna's mercy, Krishna's causeless mercy, we are getting this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And just 18 chapters, 700 slokas, if we just fully study and understand all these slokas in this Bhagavad Gita, then our life is going to be full of bliss. Because this Bhagavad Gita is Susukam Karto. Susukam Karto means it is joyfully performed. So when we study Bhagavad Gita, when we understand about ourselves, that brings us happiness because we know about ourselves. Because everything becomes very, very clear with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. There are no confusions, no doubts, nothing. Everything is very, very clear. About this body, about this life, about the goal of the life, about this world, about everything. Everything becomes very, very clear. Everything makes very great sense, scientific sense. Because with this Bhagavad Gita, we understand this Bhagavad Gita itself is the king of science. It is the Raja Vidya. It is the king of knowledge. So everything makes perfect sense. We are not the body, we are the soul. And Krishna is teaching us very scientifically in 20 slokas in the second chapter, sloka number 11 to sloka number 30. When we study all these slokas again and again, we know without any doubt that we are the soul. We are not this body. And we will also know without any doubt that we are always there. There is no end. We are not going to die at all. So the soul is there all the time. Anadir. Even Krishna is there. Prakriti and Purusham Chaiva Vidya Anadir. Krishna is Anadir and we are also Anadir. That's what we need to know. But Krishna is also Adir. Krishna is Adir means Krishna is the beginning of everything. So that means Krishna is the source of everything. That's what we need to know. But at the same time, Krishna is teaching us that the soul is eternal. We are all the time we are there. We cannot say that at some specific point of time the soul was created, so that is wrong. We cannot say that at specific time this Prakriti was created, so that is not right. So we are there all the time. And Krishna is also there all the time. But only this, the way it is coming into existence, like the creation of this world. This world is created. This material world is created. And this world is annihilated. So there is Prabhavam, Pralayam for this world, for this material world. But not for the soul. That's what we need to understand. The soul is always there. The soul never was there a time when we did not exist. Nor Krishna says that never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, and nor in the future shall any of us cease to exist. That's what Krishna says. Natvevagam jatu nasam, natvam neme janadipa, na chaiva, na bhavisyamaga, sarve vayam athaha param. So we are there all the time. We exist. That's what we need to understand. Na jayate miryate vakadasin, nayam bhutva bhavitta vana bhuyaga, ajo nityaga sasvato yam purano, na khanyate khanyamane sarire. So the soul has neither birth nor death at any point of time. Na jayate miryate vakadasin. And the soul is always there. Nayam bhutva bhavitta vana bhuyagam. So it is all the time it is there. Ajo nityaga sasvato yam purano. So it is unborn, it is permanent, it is oldest, everything. There is the soul is always there. Na khanyate khanyamane sarire. When this body is destroyed, the soul is not destroyed. The soul is not killed. When this body is killed, the soul is not killed. So that's why na hanyate hanyamane sarira. So that way, we are that soul. We are not the body, we are the soul. So now, with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we understand that we are struggling and suffering in this material world, and Krishna is teaching us the way to get out of all these problems, to solve all these problems at once, just with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, just by following Krishna's teachings. That's it. If you just follow what Krishna is teaching in this Bhagavad Gita, if you just understand everything what Krishna said, Krishna instructs us in this Bhagavad Gita, then we are freed from all miseries. That's it. So that's what happened to Arjuna. Because Arjuna was suffering, struggling in the battlefield. And just by getting this knowledge and just by applying this knowledge, he was completely freed from all the miseries. So now we have to do the same. We just have to follow Arjuna's footsteps. Because Krishna told Arjuna that you set an example for others. You just set an example for others so that others can follow you. So now, because Arjuna has set an example for us, we are able to follow Arjuna. That's why we are studying Bhagavad Gita. So now it is our turn. Once we get this knowledge, so there are so many acharyas in the past, so many devotees in the past, they all have set an examples. They all have set examples for us. They have taught us and they followed Bhagavad Gita. And now it's our duty, it's our turn that we need to fully understand this Bhagavad Gita and we should actually create examples for others so that they can follow us. Yadyadacharati srestagas tattadeve taro janagam sayat pramanam kurute lokas tadanuvartate. So whatever a great man performs, whatever action a great man performs, the common man will simply follow. So that way, now we have to become great just for Krishna. In this material world, we have to do everything, we have to achieve everything what we need only for Krishna's satisfaction. That's what is very important. So we need to set an example for others because we need to understand that the Maya, the three modes of material nature, they are only doing all the activities. No one is doing anything, but everyone is under the control of the modes of nature. That is the problem. Nobody is doing anything, but everybody is actually controlled by these three modes of material nature. So the three modes of material nature are doing everything because people are controlled. That is the problem. When they are controlled, they are forced to do, they are forced to act. So now we should make sure that we should not be controlled by the three modes of material nature. So that means we need to give up. We need to give up our attachment to the results. We should not have material desires. We should have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So we have to act with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So then by Krishna's causeless mercy, if we do everything as per Krishna's instructions in Bhagavad Gita, then we will not fall under the control of Maya, the three modes of material nature. So that is the secret of this Bhagavad Gita. That's why this Bhagavad Gita is the most confidential knowledge. And the secret is that just surrender unto Krishna and free ourselves from Maya. Otherwise, if we don't surrender unto Krishna out of love and devotion, we will always be under the control of Maya. We will be forced to act. We are forced to act and we are suffering in this material world. So everything in this material world is temporary. Everything. No one's achievement is going to stay here forever. And no one is going to stay here forever. And it's all matter of time. It's all matter of time only. What we have today, we will lose tomorrow. We may gain something day after tomorrow, again to lose that. Nothing is going to stay with us forever. Only this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita can help us to free ourselves from this material world. So that's why we need to understand this knowledge completely. And then we need to develop that love towards Krishna. We need to understand that Krishna is the supreme person. Krishna is the Purushottama. So then when we start doing everything for the satisfaction of Krishna, that means for the welfare of all beings in this world. That's what will satisfy Krishna. Why Krishna is asking us to go and spread this Bhagavad Gita knowledge to everyone? because Krishna wants everyone to get out of this material world. Krishna wants everybody to free themselves from this ocean of material miseries. But why can't Krishna himself give that? Because Krishna wants us to serve him. Krishna is giving us an opportunity to please him. So this is the best way to please Krishna. Just by distributing this knowledge, giving this knowledge, making devotees. So Krishna is actually engaging us in this service. So that way, if you please Krishna by this way, then we will be able to go to Krishna. So that way, there is a lot of such opportunities, job opportunities are there for us just to study Bhagavad Gita and spread Bhagavad Gita and make devotees and then keep doing it. That's it. Until death, keep doing it. Keep studying, spreading Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very, very important. Because Bhagavad Gita is the science. Bhagavad Gita is everything. Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge, king of knowledge, which can only bring peace of mind. So only this Bhagavad Gita only can make us happy. So that way, we need to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita fully. So in that way, we are understanding about the universal form, about Krishna's Vibhuti Yoga, Krishna's opulence, and also in the Bhakti Yoga, we will understand about why it's very important to worship Krishna in his personal form. That also we understand very, very clearly, because that is the way we can easily connect with Krishna. Already we are studying about the universal form. We just finished. Arjuna explained how Krishna's universal form looks like. So then we need to understand it. From this, we can understand how difficult it is actually to worship the universal form, the unmanifested form. It is not very easy. It's very difficult. That's what Krishna is saying, that it's very difficult and troublesome. So kleso adhiga taras tesam. So that way, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge only can help us to develop that love towards the person, the supreme person, Krishna. We don't have to worship the impersonal, unmanifested form. We can directly worship the personal, manifested form, that is Krishna's Syama Sundara. So, Alola Chantra Kalasadva Namalya Vamsi Ratnagadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shyamam Tribanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasam Govindamadi Purusham Tamagam Bajami Shyamam Tribangam Lalita Niyata Prakasam. So Tribangam is threefold bending form, Syama Sundara form. So that's what we need to worship Krishna, the beautiful Krishna. So that kind of knowledge we get from Bhagavad Gita. Now we are in the 11th chapter. We finished 32 slokas. When Arjuna asked that question about Akyahime ko bhavan ugra rupo deva vara prasita namostute deva vara prasita Vijnatum ichami. I want to know about you. Bhavantamadhyam nahi prajanami tava pravritim. Because I don't know about you. I don't know what your mission is. So then Krishna started answering. That's what we finished in this sloka number 32. So Krishna said that Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Kalosmi Lokakshayakrit Pravriddho Lokan Samahartum Iha Pravrittaga Rute Pitvam Nabhavishyanti Sarve Yevasthita Pratyanikeshu Yoda. That's what we studied. So I am time. Kalosmi. I am time. Kalosmi. Lokakshayakrit Pravriddho. The great destroyer of these worlds. That's what Lokakshayakrit Pravriddho. Lokan Samahartum Iha Pravrittaga. So I have come here to destroy all the people. So that's what Lokan Samahartum Iha Pravrittaga. Rute pitvam nabhavishyanti sarve. Except you, nobody is going to survive. Rute pitvam nabhavishyanti sarve. Evastita pratyanikeshu yodaga. Those who are assembled here in both the armies. The soldiers who are assembled in both the armies. So I have come here to kill. So Krishna is the time. By time, everyone gets killed. Everybody's body gets destroyed. Everything is simply a matter of time. So when we live here, we think that this is permanent. That is our foolishness. That is because of our ignorance. So it just gives us a false perception that this life is permanent and we are going to live here forever. But that is not true. We are going to lose this body. We are going to lose this life. We are going to die. So before we die, we need to progress, we need to get this knowledge and go to Krishna. That's what is very important. Now in the next sloka, sloka number 33, Krishna is continuing then to Arjuna. Tasmat tvamuttistha yaso labasva jitva satrun bhunksva rajyam samardam mayaivaite nigattaha purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasachi. Tasmat tvam uttista yaso labasva. Therefore, you get up and gain fame. Labasva means gain, yaso, fame. You fight here and gain fame. But you are not killing them. I will kill them. You just get up and fight. Tasmat tvam uttista yaso labasva. Because I am the time. I am the great destroyer of these worlds. I have come here to destroy everyone in both the armies. Pratyanikeshu yodaga. All the soldiers. Everyone. Except you, I am going to kill them. So, therefore, you just get up. So, who is talking here? Krishna is not talking in his personal form. Here, Krishna is talking to Arjuna in his universal form, in his Viswarupa. So, as Viswarupa, Krishna is talking to Arjuna. Krishna is saying that, Tasmat tvam uttista yaso labasva. Tasmat, therefore, you get up. Because Arjuna already was sitting in the chariot. Arjuna was already he sat in the chariot. Eva muktva Arjuna sanke ratopasta upavisat. Visirjya sasaram chapam soka samvigna manasa. So Krishna is asking Arjuna, you get up and fight. Tasmat tvam uttista yaso labasva. Just gain the fame. Jitva satrum. By conquering your enemies, you gain the fame. That's what happened. Arjuna gained the fame by conquering the enemies. Jitva satrum bhunksva rajyam samardam. By enjoying this rajyam, this kingdom. Completely enjoy this kingdom. Bhunktva rajyam samardam. So Arjuna said in the very beginning in the first chapter, Nakangshe vijayam Krishna nacharajyam sukanicha. So I don't want this victory here in this battle. I don't want this rajyam, this happiness. I don't want to enjoy this kingdom. So that's what Arjuna told. But here Krishna is saying that you enjoy, you gain victory, you enjoy. That's what Jahi Satrum, Bhunktva, Rajyam, Samurdam. So we cannot say that to Krishna, I don't want this, I don't want that, I want this or I want it. No. We just have to surrender unto Krishna. Whatever we want, whatever we need, Krishna will give it to us. So here Krishna is giving the kingdom to Arjuna. Krishna is giving the victory to Arjuna. So that's why Jahi Satrum, Bhunktva, Rajyam, Samurdam. Mayaiva nigattaga purvameva. They are all already killed by my arrangement. That's what Mayaiva nigattaga. Mayaiva. By me, they are all killed. So nimitta matram bhavasavya sachin. You are just the cause. Nimitta matram. So you are just shoot the arrows. Savya sachin. Oh, the great shooter of arrows. So, oh, great shooter of arrows. Savya sachin. So you just shoot your arrows. That's it. You are just the cause. You are just shoot the arrows. So I have killed everyone. Everyone is killed by my arrangement. So you will be only the cause for shooting the arrows. That's it. Just shoot the arrows. That's what Krishna is telling Arjuna. So that way we are understanding in the Viswarupa in Viswarupa form what Krishna is telling Arjuna. We understand it very clearly. So in our life also many things, everything is already done by Krishna. We cannot say that I did it, I did that and all. Everything is already done by Krishna. We just have to surrender unto Krishna. We just have to do everything for Krishna. Then everything come on our way. But we need to understand that everything is already done by Krishna. That's what is very important. We are just instruments. We are just to play our roles. So here our desire, so our attachment, that's what matters here. So whether we are attached to Krishna or not, that's what matters here. We are not doing anything. Everything is done by Krishna. Everything is happening and done by Maya also. When we are attached to the results. So Maya is doing everything and Maya is Krishna's servant. So by this way, we need to understand it with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. If we do everything for Krishna, then Krishna will do everything for us. That is the main thing. If we want to do everything for Krishna, then Krishna will do everything for us. That's what is very important. Hare Krishna. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the sloka number 33 in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Viswarupa. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and we'll discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna.